I'll turn my mic up as well. Let's just test that, make sure everything is working. I can see it on there. I can see it on there. Let me just check it on the old telephone. So we are just on. Check it, check it, check it. There we go. We are on YouTube today, being shared into the group, just because there's some jiggery poker going on. All should be normal next week, but I know last week we had an issue. So hopefully you're all well and good. You've had a great week. How's my week been? It's been interesting. Done a bit of traveling this week, which is always nice. Nice to be back on the road again. Let me know in the comment section how your week is doing. And any wins you've had this week. It's all about those little wins. And so, yeah, we had a bit of a meeting with Gareth, and we've got a virtual event planned mid-month, February, plus we're going to be doing something else on the 27th, but we don't know what we're doing with that yet. I think I might be recording some stuff. And then mid-March, we've got another in-person mindset and motivation event, which I'm really excited about. So, an exciting month. So let me do the usual. I'm going to put a little timer up on here. Where is my? There we go. My countdown. Feel good in 30 minutes on the clock. Now, as usual with this, please make sure you're currently sitting comfortable. Do not listen to this whilst you're driving a vehicle or operating heavy machinery, or anytime full consciousness is needed. During this process, I'm going to ask you to close your eyes and follow the sound of my voice. Now, you don't have to do that, but to get the most from this, it does help if you do. And put some headphones in, some cans, some in-ear headphones, just because you'll get a deeper, more profound experience from this as well. And like I said, this is live, so if you do want to get in the chat, if you're not watching with your eyes closed, and watching with your eyes closed, what a weird thing to say. But yeah, if you want to get in the chat, that is fine. I will respond to any questions or comments at the end of the session, because I don't want to spoil the flow. And each week, obviously, in the group, the Sunday Sessions group, if there's any suggestions you want to put for future shows in there, we'll absolutely do that as well. This is about, no deep therapy or anything like that. It's about just letting go of the stresses of this week so that you can start the new week fresh with a clear mind, more focus, and ready to take on any wins. So what I want you to do first and foremost is take a big deep breath in through your nose, hold it, just really hold on to it, and then exhale out all the way down. Take another big deep breath all the way in, hold it, and then exhale all the way down. I want you to just feel good. I want you to just relax. As you're sat there, laid there, however you're sat, make yourself completely comfortable. Maybe set an alarm on your phone very quickly now for maybe 40 minutes time so that you don't drift into a deep sleep, just a nice, relaxed state. I want you to allow yourself to just let go, to allow the sound of my voice, the suggestions that I give you, every word I say to guide you to a place where you can just let go. And as with everything in life, you will get from this process what you put in. Now, you could listen intently to each and every word. You could focus on how you feel and how the suggestions that I give you affect your unconscious mind. Or you could do it half-assed. You could concentrate on other things. You could allow your mind to drift and dream and then come back. That's okay. But the more you give to this process, the more you will get from it. Now, I'm not saying you will make a deep, profound change in just 30 minutes, but that's completely up to you. So what I want you to do is, as you're sat there, laid there, listening to the sound of my voice, for the next 20 minutes, I'm going to give you some hypnotic suggestions to help you feel good, to enable you to let go of the stress, the tension, the negative thoughts and feelings, the comments, the stress of the week gone by, the pressure from work, the stress from your business, the annoyance of everyday stuff. I'm going to allow you to just allow that to let go. And if you had a great week and you feel good, then I just want you to intensify those wonderful feelings. In fact, you could imagine that the sound of my voice just helps you feel good, as if nothing else matters apart from the sound of my voice and your ability to just let go. As you do so, you will find yourself in your unconscious mind going into a state of flow. In this place, your creativity is exaggerated. Your imagination becomes deeper and more profound. If you're a visualizer, you'll be able to make vivid colors, bright and clear. If you're kinesthetic, you'll get a real sense, a real feeling of the words that I say and how they affect you now. So as you're sat there, laid there, listening to the sound of my voice, I want you to just relax and let go. And I know you're probably wondering how deep you can go in such a short space of time. But trust me, you can go so deep, so quick. And time can feel like that. Or it can stretch out and feel longer. Either way, your unconscious mind knows exactly what's right for you. So as you're sat there, laid there, listening to the sound of my voice, I just want you to relax down now. I'm going to count from 10 down to 1. As hypnotist, those numbers don't really mean anything, but they give you a guide, a process to follow to enable you to go into that place. Now, you may have experienced a state like hypnosis many times before, such as a daydream, when you get engrossed in a film. You're just, watching TV, reading a book, driving a car. All of these are natural experiences of trance. If you exercise, you'll know that feeling when you really are in flow. When you're concentrating on a task of creativity and you just lose track of time, that's just like this process. I want you to lose track of your time now and just become immersed into this process. So as you're sat there, laid there, listening to the sound of my voice, aware of your breathing and each and every breath you exhale, and you can imagine, you can feel, you can really experience a sense of your body sinking down deeper with every breath you exhale. As the shoulders come down from that exhalation, you can find your body becoming more relaxed. With every easy breath out, you can find those muscles becoming more loose, more limp, more relaxed. As you find yourself drifting down deeper now, from the top of your head to the very tips of your toes, I want you to be completely relaxed. When I say completely relaxed, I'm on about you'll go to a state where you're just not aware of your body. So I want you to imagine yourself now at 10. What does 10 feel like for you now? And how will you know when you enter into that wonderful state? How deep can you go? And if you've experienced this before, if you've listened to these before, I wonder if this is the one where you're going to go deeper than you've ever been before. So, as some people like to imagine themselves stood at the top of a beautiful staircase, what would your staircase be made from? Would it be carpeted? Would it be like glass and modern? Or would it be like old mahogany and wood? If you're one of those people that likes the outside, would you visualize yourself walking down a meadow? Beautiful blue sky. However you want to experience this, however you want to visualize this process, that's completely okay for you. So as you're stood there at 10, I want you to see yourself going down to 9. As you go down from 10 to 9, noticing how good this feels. As you allow yourself to go even deeper with every breath. So with every number that I say, every breath you exhale, and every word that I say, all of these things do is just guide you down even further. Now you can go even faster if you want to. The numbers don't really mean anything. They're just a guide as you go down to 9. From 9 down to 8, floating, drifting, dreaming, relaxing. And although relaxation is not essential for hypnosis, the only thing that is essential is you. And as you are sat there listening to my voice, you may as well allow yourself to go even deeper. From 9 down to 8, from the top of your head to the tips of your toes. And I wonder if you notice how this feels now. As you go from 8 all the way down to 7. 7 is such a good word. It has a magical kind of connotations. Some people consider 7 to be a lucky number. There is the kind of auditory cue because it sounds like heaven. 7, deeper and deeper relaxed. As you go from 7 down to 6, as you breathe easily, you start to notice those shoulders just letting go of that tension. Your arms just letting go of that tension. And automatically your unconscious mind can scan your whole body and find areas where you're holding on to that tension and just let it go. And at 6, you may start to really notice the difference now. As your mind becomes focused on the sound of my voice, as you begin to noticing each and every word that I say, how you become aware of the sound of my voice and how it makes you feel. 6 down to 5. Halfway. But halfway to where? Halfway inside. Because all of this process, all of this happens inside your mind. 5. Allowing your body to become loose and limp and relaxed. You may find a finger twitch or an itch. That's okay. That's just your body holding on to that last bit of resistance, of control before you just let go. 5 down to 4. Drifting, dreaming, relaxing. And really noticing how good it feels right now to just invest this time to yourself. To really spend this time, 30 minutes, but just for you. This is your time now. Nothing bothers or disturbs you. In fact, any noises that you hear only help you relax down deeper. 4 down to 3. From the top of your head to the very tips of your toes. 2, drifting, floating, dreaming, relaxing. And 1. 1. Just letting go. Taking a moment to really enjoy this experience as you're laid there now with your eyes closed. And knowing that if you wanted to, if you really wanted to, you could open them. But just knowing that they're just too relaxed right now. You know you could move your body if you needed to. But knowing right now that it just feels too good to just relax, to just let go, to just go deeper now. As you're sat there listening to the sound of my voice, I'm going to ask you to use your imagination. And in your imagination, you become aware of the suggestions that I give you and how they make you feel. Every suggestion I give you will be positive, and it'll be there to give you a good sense of self, of confidence, of self-belief. I want you to let go of the stresses of this week, even the things that you're not aware that you picked up on. These could be the tone of that email that you read, the what you overheard somebody say, an argument with a friend or lover, all of these things, those insecurities, let go of those. And to do that, I'm going to ask you to imagine yourself in a beautiful room. So I'm going to count from 3 down to 1. On the count of 1, I just want you to imagine you're in a beautiful white room, a white chair, a white bed, a white fireplace, white walls, white ceiling. On 3, 2, 1. Imagine being there now. The temperature is just right. Although it's all white, it's comfortable, peaceful, and safe. I want you to see yourself now either sat in that chair or laid on that bed and see yourself completely relaxed. How do you look? Look how comfortable you look. As you look at you now, I want you to, just using your mind, I want you to make you more relaxed. And as you do that in your mind, notice how it feels and how it looks. As you allow yourself to become even more relaxed now. So as you relax down deeper, I want you to see yourself stepping inside yourself, trying this completely relaxed person on like a set of clothes. Now, this is your imagination, so anything is possible. So on the count of 3 this time, I want you to see yourself either sitting into your chair as you are now, or laying on your bed as you are now. And then on the count of 1, you'll be fully immersed in this situation. On 3, 2, 1. As you're sat there, laid there, using your imagination perfectly, I want you to imagine on the walls of this room, there is various different small picture frames. Some of these are very dull and dark and grey. Some of these are beautiful and bright and vivid. Now, the amazing thing is the colours on these vivid ones are just so beautiful, like really beautiful. And it's weird how, because we see bright colours all the time, we become desensitized to the beauty of some colours. But these colours just really stand out. These ones all represent a positive thought or feeling. Some of them are small, and the small ones are just ones that are, more recent. Some of them are bigger. They're like big, happy memories. On the other side, you'll see scattered around, in and amongst these, some like grey, dark, dull images. These are all negative thoughts, feelings, things from this past week, month, even year that cause you stress, that cause you worry, that cause you some kind of anxiety. It might be the thing that you dislike, the person that you don't like. I don't know what it is. We don't need to look at the image in the frame. That's not important. But as you look around that walls, you'll see that some of them are big because they represent big things, and some of them are small. They're either recent or very trivial. So what I want you to do is I want you to take off one of the small, grey, dull pictures. And it may have a weird feeling as it comes off the wall. You may become aware of the sound as the hook comes off the nail, or if it's velcroed on, or if it's stuck on, or it's glued on, whatever it is, however you affix this to the wall. But know it comes off easily once you make the intention to remove it. But you become aware of a sound, a feeling as that comes loose now. Now what I want you to do, very simply, is I want you to just throw it into a pile. Imagine there's a beautiful old fireplace. I want you to throw the picture frame onto the fireplace. Now you could already imagine that fire is burning, but if not, imagine it now. Imagine how it feels as that little picture frame just starts to burn and disappear into a cloud of smoke. Notice how this feels. Now, as you've become detached from that small one now, I want you to find an even smaller, brightly coloured one. And I want you to take it from one side and put it where that one was. But because we've got a bit more space now, you can just stretch that picture frame and make it a little bit bigger. As you make it a little bit bigger and put it in that place, that stops any other pictures filling that void that's been left behind. And notice how this feels. Notice now that you've got a bit more space on this side, so you can just stretch those to feel a bit better. You've got a new one on this side now. So now what I want you to do is I count from 5 down to 1. I want you to take even more off. Now, I don't want you to take any massive ones off just yet. Only take down what you're comfortable with letting go of now. But I want you to really become aware of how it feels. Take them all off. Put them in a pile before putting them on the fireplace. As I count from 5 down to 1, you will go around and take down as many of these dull, dark, negative thoughts and feelings. From 5, again, notice how it feels. Some of them may have that little bit of resistance to just need a bit more effort to pull off. 4, going around and really enjoying this process. And I don't know if you're aware of how it feels internally as each one comes off the wall. 3, really starting to notice how the room's feeling lighter and brighter as you've got more of that white wall space. 2, feeling really good. 1, notice now you've got that pile. Maybe 2 piles, maybe 3 piles. I don't know. But you've got those piles and you've got that space on the wall now. So first things first is we need to create the energy from this source. So start to throw those picture frames onto that fire now. And watch as that fire starts to go around the corners and kind of turn these into a roaring energy, a fire inside you. An energy that can be used to chase your goals, your dreams, to really help you feel good about yourself. And this is that internal fire, that energy that you have inside of you. And sometimes when we get weighed down by the little things from the past, we find we are constantly tired and exhausted. But now you've got this fuel, this fire. You're using those to create this energy now. So as that does what it needs to do, I want you to notice how it feels as the smoke disappears up that fireplace and that fire is really burning clean now. As you look at the wall, we've got lots of white space. I want you, and I'm going to count from 5 down to 1. And as I do so, your unconscious mind is going to give you a pile of new images. Now, these can be positive thoughts and feelings from the past that you have forgotten about. They'd been stored away so small that you couldn't see them. But as I count from 5 down to 1, your unconscious mind can give you this big pile that you can then start to fill this wall with now. Now, you can do this in super speed, like you're running around and slapping them on, or you could take great care in taking each one, stretching it as big as that image will go, and then affixing it to that wall so it's secure and in place. And notice how it feels as the room will be filled with beautiful, brightly colored picture frames. So I'm going to go 5, feeling this now. 4, you may become aware of these memories popping back and feeling good. 3, affixing them to the walls and filling that space. 2, you may notice that if there is some old grey picture frames that's now been surrounded by these brightly coloured ones, the colour is so bright and intense that it starts to reflect off those dull ones and make them brighter. 2, really filling this room now with just a cascade of brightly coloured images, thoughts, feelings, memories from the past. 2, 1. Noticing how good this feels. You can sit there, lay there now with a sense of pride as you look around the walls. And these walls give you all the positive thoughts, feelings, memories, things that make you feel good about you. And as you look round, there is just a sense of self, a sense of security in yourself, because you're reminded of all the good things that you have done, the good person that you are, the small wins that you have created. As you look around the room, you noticing how this makes you feel. So each day, your unconscious mind can go off to that storeroom. As you start your day or end your day, you can look back at your achievements, the things you have ticked off your list for that day. When you look back, when you look into this room on this wall, you are confronted with more and overwhelming evidence of feeling good, of positive things. As you do so, you find yourself becoming more confident. You speak up for what you want, for what you believe in. As you look around this room, unconsciously, when you ever have to look back to see who you are, how you feel, you are confronted with this barrage of brightly coloured, positive thoughts and feelings. And weirdly, some of these bright colours will resonate on a much deeper level. You will have a colour that means something to you. And when you're out and about in your daily life, your unconscious will remind you of this. When you see something that is the same colour as that. I've often had an affinity with the colour purple. When I see the colour purple out and about, it just reminds me of that and makes me feel good. For you, it could be any colour, but you'll know there's a colour that just feels special to you. And each time you see that colour, you will be reminded of these good feelings now. It will automatically anchor and trigger a positive rush of confidence and self-belief. As your unconscious mind allows you to really take on board these suggestions. Not because I say so, but because on some level your unconscious mind knows how good you really are. That self-doubt, that am I enough, disappears. Because each day you are learning and training your unconscious mind to look deeper and see the good. Tonight, when you go to bed at your usual time, you'll have a wonderful night's sleep. Not because I say so, but because your unconscious mind wants to give you the experience of rest, a deep and profound rest. You will wake up tomorrow morning with a new spring in your step, a new optimism to life. Because by taking control of your imagination right now, you now control the things that used to cause you stress. You find that you notice how you surround yourself with people and things that make you feel good. You avoid the distractions and the negatives and the people that take away your energy. You will find yourself with a desire to get out in nature more. As the sun's starting to get brighter and the days get warmer and longer, you find yourself taking time out of your daily routine for yourself, whether that be the gym, a walk, or just a cup of tea or coffee with a friend. Now, in a moment, I'm going to count from 1 all the way up to 5. On the count of 5, you'll open your eyes, just feeling good. The top of your head to the tips of your toes will just feel as if your mind and body has just been relaxed. So now when you go to bed, you'll have a wonderful night's sleep. You'll wake up with a new spring in your step, a new optimism to life, because you now know you are on the right track. You have the tools, the resources that you need to achieve everything that you want to achieve. Now, I'm going to count from 1 all the way up to 5. With each number that I count, you will find yourself becoming back right now to this moment. To you, it may feel like you've just been here for a few moments, or it may feel like you've been there for a few hours. Either way, it's completely okay for you. During this week, you will be surprised at a thought, a feeling, a memory, or a face from the past that's positive will pop into your mind. And when this does, it will make you smile and feel good. As we go 1 and 2 lighter and brighter, every positive suggestion I've given you becoming part of your unconscious mind now. 1 and 2 lighter and brighter from the top of your head to the tips of your toes, feeling good, feeling fine, feeling relaxed, looking forward to a good night's sleep. 1, 2, 3, almost there. Starting to breathe now, starting to feel the blood going back to your fingers and toes, your nose, your ears, the very tips of your chin as the blood circulates around your body and it's filling you full of energy, vitality, and a real sense of self. 1, 2, 3, 4, almost there, and 5. Eyes open, wide awake, have a bit of a shake, feel good. Give those muscles a stretch, a yawn, rub your eyes, do whatever it is you need to do. Hopefully you have enjoyed this session. Like I say, we will be having a in-person live show in mid-March, which details will be coming up for that next week. We've also got a hybrid event coming up on the 20-something of February. And February is a funny month. I think next week we'll be doing something aimed at kind of Valentine's, just because I know some people, this time of year can be quite a difficult time. But if you're not, then that's completely okay too as well. So hopefully you've enjoyed this session. Don't forget to join the Sunday Sessions group. We go live every Sunday, so you can start your week afresh. My name's been Grant Saunders. And if you are watching this on YouTube, as you are, feel free to like and subscribe. It would mean the world to me. Failing that, take care. Good night. God bless. Have a wonderful night's sleep. And I shall see you same time next week right here. Ciao for now.